You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all On Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Coaches on edge, players locked in. This the city where legends begin. Crossover jumper, buzzer beat a fade. When it's clutch time, we elevate. From the bench to the floor, everybody feel the score. This the moment we've been waiting for. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live at College Tip-Off, only on Clutch. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the H&PE Arena in Houston, Texas. Tonight is a non-conference matchup between Abilene Christian, who comes into town to take on Texas Southern Tigers. Now, ACU enters at 7-5 on the season, a team that prides itself on balanced ball movement and defensive pressure. They average just over 72 points per game while holding opponents under 70 points. They've shown the ability to compete against high-level competition. Now, on our side, yes, sir, I said our side, on the Texas Southern side, we're still searching for that rhythm, guys, for the 2025 season. Don't forget, now, we've started this season off against some high-caliber D1 teams that kind of tested us in several chances. The Tigers battled through this tough schedule, but tonight presents an opportunity to defend home court. Now, controlling the tempo and making a statement in front of the fans is what they have actually prepared to do. I'm not here alone in the booth today. I have the one and the only, soon to graduate, but we'll call her right now a graduate candidate, Ms. Sasha.
Hello, and I'm super excited to watch this matchup. I feel like it's definitely going to be a great battle, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, as you can hear now, big shout out to Flip, aka Officer Adrian Tyler, controlling the sounds from the downtown area. He actually made it all the way into Third Ward this time. So we got some big wigs in the house. And since I'm kicking shots out, another big shout out to the wonderful, wonderful staff at Texas Southern, outstanding basketball administration, and the sports information director, Mr. McGinty himself. So as we go through the starting lineups for Texas Southern, out today is one of the class favorites, Josh Farmer. He is
out with a broken toe. He's out for the remainder of the season, unfortunately.
So that's a tough loss for the fans and for the team. But as you know, this TSU team is here and is ready to go as always. All right, guys, the DJ Wolfman is going to go back to his stats section and turn the driver's seat on over to the one and the only as we get Sasha to continue on and let you guys know about what's going on for today's game.
Let's get this one up and underway as it is Stephen F. Austin and the Texas Southern Tigers. Abilene Christian and the Texas Southern Tigers as we get this one up and underway here from the HP&E. The Tigers looking to get back on the winning trail here. We'll get things up and going as Texas Southern takes over here on offense. They're swinging around the perimeter. Go down low, and that will be knocked away. On the attack. And that one's knocked out of bounds. Slab, Chris. We'll keep it down here. Rich Smith will inbound the ball. Looking, kicks it out. They'll whip it around the perimeter, swinging it around. Smith. At the top of the key, jumper. And that one rims out, rebound to Zatarius Morrill. And the Tigers, they'll set up the offense. Abilene Christian, they'll extend the defense out. Backdoor cut is Mortal. He goes up, and layup is good. Texas Southern's on the board. Everybody can sit down now.
It's going to be really important that they get Morley going really early, because once he starts, he's definitely one of the heartbeats for this team.
So Zatarius Mortal gets things up and going for Texas Southern. as they'll swing it around the perimeter. That is number 23. He'll lose it. That was Joseph Vincent. Here come the Tigers. On the attack is Bryce Roberts. And that will be a kick ball. Sasha, tell you what, Texas Southern up and going early, trying to get some backdoor cuts going here.
They definitely are, and it's, again, like we said earlier, it's going to be really important that they kind of, go with Coach Jones's plays and just really about execution. As, let's see, number 7, Zaire Hayes misses at the top of the 3.
Here comes Ab Chris on the attack. 7-5 on the season coming into tonight's matchup. Newton, he'll kick it down low. Working baseline there. They'll kick it back out. That's Hubbard. Hubbard no good. Morterly clears it out. On the attack. One-man fast break. And count the bucket. Nice layup. Zatarius Morterly. And they'll call a offensive foul, as that screen was a little bit too aggressive that time for Abilene Christian. So Roberts will bring it up here for Texas Southern. Swinging around the perimeter. That's Hayes. Hayes drops it off over there to Humstead. And that one's knocked away from Humstead. And they'll throw it away. And Texas Southern has it back. Roberts for 3. Back rim. Cleared out. Vincent. They'll get that layup down there. Nice transition basket that time. Braden Hubbard. 4-2 is your score. Here come the Tigers. They'll push it up. Morley wasn't looking.
It's going to be really important that every possession that they get, it's going to be really important that they finish and execute and make sure that they turn these fast breaks and convert them into points.
Early turnovers here for both teams, as we're just underway here from the HP&E. Oh, dunk you very much that time. Abilene Christian on the dunk was Cade Horniker.
Rebounds and second chance points are what Abilene Christian is hanging their hat on, and you clearly see that points like this are going to end up killing Texas Southern in the end.
Homestead one-man take off the rim, no good. Here comes Abilene Christian, and that one is off the foot that time. Fast and furious action will take a timeout. 6-4 is your score. Just underway here from the HP&E. We'll be right back on the Texas Southern Sports Network.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content.
And welcome back here to the HPD, Texas Southern and Abilene Christian. Just underway, 15:55 here in the first period of play. Fast and furious action thus far, Sasha.
So far you see kind of Texas Southern kind of struggling on those boards. As you see up, well, we have Troy Hupstead with a steal and a slam on the other end of the floor. Nice. So I guess I spoke too soon.
Nice job, Troy Hupstead with a little defense there for the Texas Southern Tigers. They extend the lead. 8-4 now is your score. Working out there is Smith. Swift was swinging around out there to Newton. Newton looking, gets the screen from Horniker, and that will dribble off of his knee. Here come the Tigers. Hayes on the attack. He'll slow things up. They'll get into the offense. Hupstead comes over, sets a screen, gets the pick and pop, looking down low. He'll work at the top of the key. They'll swing it out to Morley. Morley gets in the lane, running left, right hand jump shot. Good, and 20-second timeout.
He has almost all of the points right now, so he's definitely going to be somebody for Abilene Christian to keep an eye on.
Yeah, when we take a look at this Texas Southern basketball team, it's been a struggle on the road, but always good to come back home in front of the home fans. And, you know, this is a big one in terms of getting this one in the win ledger before you start SWAC play.
Absolutely. And, you know, the last time that Abilene Christian and Texas Southern met was on the road, well, at Abilene's home, and they lost 69-65. And, you know, that's only 4 points. So, you know, we'll see, and that shows what that shows about Texas Southern and Abilene's kind of history. So we'll see. It should get a little scrappy here today.
Yeah, gonna get a little scrappy, as you say. Texas Southern looking to get a little get back from last season as they apply some full court pressure here. And Chris, they break it. They'll get it out to Hill, and they'll set up the offense. Rich Smith working, almost had it knocked away. He'll keep it down here. Good aggressive defense from TSU. And there'll be a foul down low. So foul was on Zatarius Mortley there. We'll keep it down here on the Abilene Christian end. That one goes through the legs. Here come the Tigers. Roberts goes up strong, and that one they'll call goaltending. Bryce Roberts, one-man break. So Texas Southern, they'll apply full court pressure here. 12-4 early in this contest. Abilene Christian will set things up here offensively.
You know, this is the basketball that Coach Johnny Jones wants to kind of initiate early on, besides kind of taking that kind of block right there. But, you know, no rush, no panic, just executing each play and, you know, playing Tiger basketball.
Good hard defense early in this contest as the Wildcats get the foul there, so they'll go to the free throw line. At the free throw line will be number 15, Brayton Hubbard. So Brayton Hubbard at the line shooting two. Early 6-0 run here for Texas Southern. And the first one's up and in. Now checking into the game for the Wildcats is Tylen Lewis. Tylen Lewis now in for the Wildcats. And the second free throw is up and good. So Zy Wright, I should say, checks in here for the Wildcats. Roberts trying to get in the lane. Nice defense that time from Abilene Christian. Posey comes to set a screen for Hayes. Hayes working baseline, swings it out, and Humstead gets it in his hands. He'll get the hoop in the arm. Troy Humstead using that big frame down there, gets the hoop in the arm. So he'll try for the three-point play.
And guys, thank you so much for watching, and just, let other people know to subscribe, and you can get all the action on college basketball only on Clutch.
So 14-6 is your score. Texas Southern on top. Wholesale changes coming in here for the Tigers, as Johnny Jones is using quite a bit of the bench here, as Humstead drops the free throw for the three-point play. So old-fashioned three-point play for the Tigers is Jalen Weisinger. He'll check in along with Alex Anderson. And also checking in is
Uno, number one.
Yes, indeed.
Umar, he definitely goes by Uno because people know that he knows that his name is a little hard to pronounce.
So Texas Southern, nice defense up top. Runner in the lane, nice job that time. So bucket made for Abilene Christian Wildcats. Close within 7. 15-8 is your score here.
I feel like we clearly see Coach Jones trying to make a little, maybe testing some things out with the size here. Uno, he's almost about 6'7", 6'8", as well as Alex. He's pretty big as well. So right now we have 4 out of 5 of the Tigers over 6'4".
Yes, indeed. And Joshua Papa in there as well for the Texas Southern Tigers. Diving on the court is Zaire Hayes. They'll call jump ball. We'll keep it down here with Abilene Christian.
Great hustle from all SWAC member now, Zaire Hayes. He was named to all SWAC last year, and it shows. His hustle is evident, and he will literally bring that to the game every single time.
So LJ Andrews now will check in here for Texas Southern. Good hard defense from Weisinger all the way out to midcourt. They'll swing it out. That's Hubbard. And Uno called for the foul up top. Not a good foul that time by Uno. So Kumar Uno Curisi. Young man, 6'11", 220 from Harlem, New York. He's a transfer from Nicholls State for the Texas Southern Tigers.
Quick shout out to @Aaron Carbons 8506 and @Meek Mellow 2. You guys were the first viewers on, and you better keep watching.
And that's a tough foul out there on Andrews, or was it a foul? Actually, it'll be an offensive foul down low on Abilene Christian. So Tiger basketball.
You know, I love when our Tigers play big preseason games, right? So they went on the road, played Vanderbilt. You know, obviously they're kind of coming off a loss, obviously, but we just see all of the different, things that they clearly been working on. And little quick fact, Coach Johnny Jones in December is his most winning record. So he's 91 and 82.
Nice steal that time by Weisinger. Weisinger
Oh!
loses it on the way up, but Johnny on the spot was L.J. Andrews.
Way to finish, and this is the basketball that Coach Jones wants the Tigers to be playing right now.
Nice transition basketball from Texas Southern as Weisinger will be called for that foul, and Johnny Jones not happy about that foul whatsoever.
Yeah, a little bit of a flop. I don't know, a little acting.
We'll take a timeout with him here on the college basketball tip-off here on Clutch. We'll be right back. And welcome back here on college basketball tip-off, only on Clutch. 1980 is your score. Texas Southern on top of the Abilene Christian Wildcats. 11:18 left to go here in this first half of play. Been a good opening outing here for the Texas Southern Tigers.
Yeah, right now, Texas Southern, they're getting everybody involved very early, and almost all of the starters have some type of points, so that's definitely a good sign.
Pavla with the rebound. Outlet, trying to get it down there to Uno. Uno was not able to bring it in.
You know, we know he's tall, but probably not that tall.
Yes, indeed. Just above the outstretched hands of Uno Cursi.
Good idea, though. Good idea. And also, Charles, you know, Abilene Christian, they're coming off of a kind of a big loss against BYU. Granted, you know, they are a big team, but they were still able to score 67 against BYU's 85.
Yes, indeed.
So, you know, we'll see if that'll kind of fuel their fire a little later on in the game.
Abilene Christian, they are from the Western Athletic Conference. The WAC is that one. They beat at the rim. Nice job that time. Joseph Scott goes up and he'll get the foul as Weisinger met him at the rim.
You know, way to not be scared.
Exactly. I think that's been one of the emphasis that Johnny Jones has talked about with regards to this basketball team, especially getting ready for conference play. That defensive intensity has to ratchet up.
Absolutely. And, you know, obviously with this being the SWAC, people kind of count us out a little bit, and I feel like they don't understand how competitive SWAC is. You know, you have a lot of big contenders. You have Jackson State, you have Alabama State, you have Southern, a lot of people in SWAC that are big contenders as well.
So Scott looking to hit the second one. That one rims off. 19-9 is your score again. L.J. Andrews behind Abilene Christian defense, but they do get back in it. Nice steal that time from number 15 for Ab Chris, as that was Hubbard. And that jumper is good.
So, you know, this is where the Tigers will start to struggle off of, you know, converting those turnovers into other teams' second chance points, and that is what they don't need right now.
Wildcats trapping the ball. L.J. Andrews down low, and he'll lose it. Scrap for the ball, and there'll be a foul. They'll call that foul on Andrews. A little herky-jerky action down there on the Texas Southern end.
Yeah, they're playing hot potato right now.
So Horniker, he will check back in here for Abilene Christian.
A lot of new faces, a lot of newcomers on this TSU team, and I feel like it's going to be, very important. Granted, it is still early, but it's going to be very important that they kind of get acclimated into Coach Jones' coaching style as far as playing and the chemistry, and we'll slowly see that over the course of not only this game, but the season as well.
So Texas Southern extending the defense. They were trapping in the backcourt. Wildcats break that. Pressure, full court pressure. Working, and that'll be Hubbard going down, and he will get fouled that time.
That was a little bit of a questionable call. I feel like he probably just got a little stuck under the basket and didn't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah, Braden Hubbard got bailed out on that one. He'll go back to the free throw line. Hubbard already has 4 points in this contest with a rebound, 3 steals, starting to be a stat stuffer with Abilene Christian Wildcats.
Yeah, clearly he is one of the not only offensive but defensive leaders as well.
And the first of a pair, that one drops in for Braden Hubbard. Braden Hubbard, young man from Tulsa, Oklahoma, by way of Connors State College. And the second free throw is up and good. So Dwayne Posey will check back in as Apabwa gave Texas Southern some good minutes off the bench.
Absolutely, and he actually played in the NEPL this past summer, as well as Zyterius Mortal. He has definitely, very scrappy style of play and a great addition to this team.
So Weisinger goes in the backcourt, gets it, will restart the offense, kicks it out. Zaire Hayes, baseline, drops it off to Posey. Posey, turnaround jumper, and unfortunately, that was a shot clock violation. Nice defense that time from Abilene Christian.
Great ball movement, though, from Texas Southern. I feel like, obviously, they need to kind of speed it up just a little.
So 19-14 is your score. As Ab Chris inbound the ball in, and again, good pressure defense from Texas Southern as they're picking up the defensive pressure full court.
8 unanswered points right now from Abilene Christian. So right now they are on an 8-0 run. So Texas Southern definitely needs to make some adjustments right now.
Wildcats break the pressure and they'll start the offense. Lewis swings it out. Horniker. Hubbard working on Hopstead. Turnaround, nice bank shot off the glass. Nice job by Braden Hubbard. 10-0 run now for the Wildcats.
And we see Zyterius is about to check back in, as well as Bryce Roberts, who the last 4 games has been scoring in double digits. So we definitely need some offense right now.
So Weisinger in trouble over there. They'll call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him here on college basketball tip-off on Clutch. We'll be right back. 19-16 is your score.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
College basketball tip-off here on Clutch. From HPNE, 1916 is score. Texas Southern on top of the visiting Abilene Christian Wildcats. Texas Southern trying to get it in. Nice defense that time. Abilene Christian extending out the defense, keeping that inbound pass from getting in.
Yeah, Charles, now we go to 10 unanswered points, so let's see what they do here.
Working it, got down to Posey. Posey goes up, and they'll call the foul on the floor. Dwayne Posey always working hard down there in the paint. There'll be a team foul on Abilene Christian. Still time if you're in the area, stop by the HPNE. Great afternoon basketball, little holiday hoops here in Houston.
Definitely a good turnout right before Christmas.
Yes, indeed. Get a little Christmas shopping done and catch a little basketball. And again, great defense that time from the Wildcats as Weisinger not able to inbound the ball.
Coach Jones is definitely not happy about that last possession.
Yeah, they looked a bit stagnant. You know, you're trying to get the ball in, but just a great job that time by Abilene Christian in terms of just extending out the defense and not allowing them to get that inbounds pass in. So turnabout is fair play as Texas Southern will extend their defense as they're trapping in the backcourt. And the Wildcats will break it. Horniker will set it back up. They'll get it out to Smith. Smith working, goes to his right, kicks it out, and it goes off the fingertips that time of Wright. Zy Wright not able to corral that pass. So it'll be another turnover here for Abilene Christian.
For our viewers watching, who are we going for? Obviously, we are Texas Southern down. Are we going for Abilene Christian or are we going for TSU? It's only one right answer, by the way.
So Abilene Christian, 5 turnovers thus far in this contest. Motion offense here for TSU. Mortley, jumper, rims off. Cleared that time by Scott. Smith will whip it around. Alston in the game now for the Wildcats.
Beautiful ball movement.
Top of the key is Scott. Kicks it out for 3. Rainbow 3, nothing doing. Nice rebound that time from Alston. Jumper from the perimeter. Nice job that time. Smith knocks down the jumper. 19-18 is your new score. Hayes, 3-pointer. And that is good, Zaire Hayes. So a big 3-pointer as Texas Southern able to break the scoring drought. 22-18 is your score.
Okay, guys, we have 1,000 people watching and only 50 votes on this poll. We definitely need some more. Talk to us. Let's go.
Nice take that time by Alston going baseline, and he'll lay it up off the glass. Good aggressive move that time. from Christian Alston. Posey, top of the key, goes back door to Roberts. Roberts drops it off to Humpstead. Humpstead, little baby hook, nothing doing. Cleared out that time by Wright. Austin drops it down into Scott. Scott spins, baseline, goes up. Nice job that time from Scott.
2 people on him. I don't know. I think they might need to get in the gym.
Joseph Scott able to go up between the trees and get the layup. Tie ball game at 22. Humpstead sets the pick for Hayes. Hayes kicks it out. Morley gets in the lane. And nice hanging layup that time from Zatarius Morley. Here come the Wildcats back on the attack. Nice defense that time from Texas Southern. Here come the Tigers. Morley trying to get up court. Kicks it out to Roberts. Roberts for 3. Count the bucket. Bryce Roberts for 3.
And that is why he is your double-digit scorer in the last 4 games. Moments like that right there.
Bryce Roberts dials it up from deep. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with him here on the college basketball tip-off here on Clutch. We'll be right back here from the HPNE.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
Welcome back here to the broadcast. Texas Southern on top, 27-22. Here on the college basketball tip-off, only on Clutch. 5:22 here in the first half of play, left in the first half of play. It's been a little bit of back and forth from both teams. Texas Southern came out hot. Abilene Christian went on a 10-0 run, got themselves back in the game. Texas Southern, they've hit 3 of their last 4 buckets. The Wildcats whip it around the perimeter. Scott at the top. He'll drop it off there to Newton. Newton out to Hubbard. Hubbard working one-on-one. Kicks it out. And that will be a call to blocking, much to Johnny Jones' chagrin. Did not like that at all. Vincent going baseline.
Definitely very questionable. I feel like he definitely was able to kind of set his feet. What do you think?
Tough call on the floor.
You said my name's Bennett, I'm not in that one.
There you go. So Vincent at the line shooting 1-1 here for the Wildcats. Joseph Vincent, Liberty transfer from Midland, Texas. It's a 6'2", 210-pounder, and the first one drops in for the Wildcats. So that foul was on Zaire Hayes. Hayes does a good job of moving his feet, but that time they call the blocking foul on Zaire Hayes. And Scott able to corral the missed free throw. Back on the attack are the Wildcats. Baseline jumper, nice lefty from Newton. Sebo Newton. 27-25 is your new score, as there'll be a foul on the floor down there, as it was Posey and Smith jockeying for position down there. They'll get Smith for the foul. Posey triggers offense. Backdoor cut from Roberts. Yes, indeed. Layup. Nice backdoor cut from Bryce Roberts. Here comes Abilene Christian. Working it around the perimeter. Smith out to Hubbard. Smith cuts to the hoop. Nice job. Good offense that time, and Johnny Jones not happy whatsoever.
You know, second chance points, you know, they're killers. And right now, that's where Abilene Christian can obviously, you know, really build off of their momentum.
No doubt about it. We'll stay right here. 29-27, 4:06 left here in this first half of play. We've been seeing some good back and forth action from both of these teams. Momentum hangs in the balance thus far.
Absolutely. And, you know, times like this, and especially capitalizing off of these turnovers, you know, they're turning into second chance points for not only just Abilene Christian, but for Texas Southern as well. And, you know, not only was Johnny Jones kind of frustrated with the officiating there, but also with his team as well, most likely, for, you know, not being able to rebound and, you know, get those second looks.
No doubt about it. Both teams shooting really well from the field. Abilene Christian shooting 52% from the field. Texas Southern shooting a scorching 72% from the field. A lot of them layups. A nice transition offense from Texas Southern. 13 of 18 from the field. 2 of 4 thus far from the three-point line. Abilene Christian only 1 of 8 from the three-point line.
One thing I will say, Charles, is the fact that I'm looking at, you know, our stats right now. Both of our teams, each of the starters, you know, they have scored, they have touched the ball. So it's going to be really, really important that they make sure that everyone gets involved here.
No doubt about it. As we get ready to get back to live action.
Just FYI, for our viewers that are watching, the scoreboard is having some technical difficulties right now, so don't worry. I promise we're not cheating. So we're just give us some time here, okay?
29-27 is your score. Texas Southern on top as we go under 4 minutes left here in the first half of play. Hayes working. He's trapped out there. Nice defense from Abilene Christian. They'll call a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it down here for Texas Southern. Nice defensive pressure applied that time by the Wildcats.
Great defense, great defense.
So Posey will trigger the offense. He'll get it out to Roberts. A little stoppage of play as they get the clock reset there. Roberts in the lane. Jumper off the front rim. Nice hustle that time by Morley. Morley goes up and layup good.
There we go. Those are the rebounds that we need here.
Nice offensive rebound at times by Terrius Morley. Kick it out. That's Vincent. Nothing doing. Foul on the floor.
You know, Coach Jones, he's kind of getting all the refs here. But, of course, the Tiger way with class.
It's been a bit of a physical contest thus far. As Troy Humpstead checks back into the game here for Dwayne Posey. As it's Smith at the free throw line. Rich Smith knocks down the first of a pair here for the Wildcats. And the second one is up and good. Rich Smith, he's a Bronx, New Yorker, playing down here in Abilene, Texas.
Definitely a big shift.
Yes, indeed. Zaire Hayes. Caught in the air, he'll kick it out to Uno. Uno, top of the key. Working, gets in the lane. Nice jump stop, hook no good. A lot of work, nothing doing.
Good look. I feel like he's definitely been working on that.
So Newton, Sebo Newton gets it out to Hubbard. Hubbard gets in the lane, drops it off to Vincent. Vincent layup good. Joseph Vincent with the layup and oh!
Little scary moment there.
Yes, indeed. Bodies collide down here on the Texas Southern end.
One thing I will say about Uno, though, is, you know, he hasn't started many games this season or last season. So as he was kind of sitting, but he's always obviously, you know, in the gym, working hard in practice. And I feel like right now it's definitely, you know, coming to life.
So Hayes at the free throw line. First one rims out. Second one is up and good. Zaire Hayes. So now Texas Southern on top by 1, 32-31, 2:38 left to go here in the first half of play.
It's almost the last 2 minutes, and Zyterius Mortal, he definitely needs the ball right now for Texas Southern.
They'll kick it out. Sebo Newton. Newton brings it out. Good pressure by Mortley. Mortley. Good man-to-man defense. Uno steps up. Jumper from Newton. Nothing doing. Curry, he clears it. Roberts behind the back. Gets in the lane. Yes, indeed.
And here comes the Tigers.
Bryce Roberts for the layup. Newton on the attack. Pump. Nothing doing. Cleared out by Humpstead. Here comes Hayes. Hayes will slow it up and set up the offense. Zaire Hayes, one of the tougher one-on-ones in the conference. Kicks it out to Humpstead. Humpstead for three. Rim unkind. Ball kind of sat on the rim for a little bit, but to no avail. Hubbard to Horniker. Back to Hubbard. Hubbard. Jumper good. Elbow jumper that time from Braden Hubbard.
Let's see if Texas Southern can hold this lead right now under the last minute.
34-33 is your score. 1:11 left to go here in this first half of play. Bryce Roberts working. He'll drop it off. Layup. No good, but a foul on the floor. So 108 here at the HPNE. 108 left to go. 34-33 is your score. Is Uno Kersey at the free throw line here for the Tigers. First one is up and down.
You can tell he's definitely a little shaken up there, Charles, after that last play.
Yeah, it's a little physical down there as Alex Anderson will check in here for the TSU Tigers. Good bench minutes from Uno in this ball game as he knocks down a pair. 36-33 is your score. So now Dwayne Posey now will check in for his defensive prowess as Uno gets a breather here to close out the first half. Hubbard working on Posey. Jumper, back rim. Oof. Rich Smith goes up and clears it for the Wildcats.
Ooh,
gets
travel,
the rebound.
baby.
And it looks as though they'll be tied up down there. Possession arrow will keep it with Abilene Christian. Timeout on the floor. 36-33 is your score. We'll be back here on the college basketball tip-off on Clutch.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
And welcome back to live action here from the HPNE, as that one was immediately turned over from Horniker. So Texas Southern now will get to play for the last shot here in the half. Bryce Roberts, screen set by Posey, goes up left hand. Horniker says, nah, 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 nah. And here come the Wildcats on the attack. They now get to play for the last shot. 20 seconds left in this one. 25 seconds left in this one. Smith, Vincent, Hubbard. Back to Smith. Under 10 seconds now. They'll get the screen from Horniker. Smith looks, Vincent for three. Back rim, nothing doing. So a spirited first half here from the HP&E. Texas Southern, they get the halftime lead. They're up 36-33. Your first half thoughts?
Well, Charles, you know, Abilene Christian is not used to going into the half down, so Texas Southern definitely needs to keep the intensity and stay on top. And, you know, that starts with obviously back-to-back rebounds and, you know, just making sure that there's, you know, no more turnovers and making sure everyone that is getting involved, as right now, all of the starters, they have, you know, points on the board right now.
No doubt about it. It's halftime. We'll let you get your juice and snacks. We'll be back here on the college basketball tip-off, only on Clutch.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all On Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Coaches on edge, players locked in. This the city where legends begin. Crossover jumper, buzzer beater fade. When it's clutch time, we elevate. From the bench to the floor, everybody feel the score. This the moment we've been waiting for. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Horns in the H. Drums in the game. College tip-off. Remember the name. From the SWAT to the name, yeah, we ballin' every day in the Texas way. College basketball tip-off. Let's ball. College basketball tip-off. We tall.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all On Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off.
Welcome back here to the HPNE here on the campus of Texas Southern University. Texas Southern on top of Abilene Christian, 36-33. Spirited first half when we take a look at it. Good back and forth action from both teams. You take a look at it, Brayton Hubbard. He's leading Abilene Christian in scoring. He came in averaging 15 points. He has 10 in the first half, 10 points, rebound, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Leading the attack for the Texas Southern Tigers is the Bossier City, Louisiana native, Bryce Roberts, 11 points in the contest. Zatarius Morton right behind him there with 10 points. But I tell you what, it's been fun in terms of taking a look at both teams.
You know, when we take a look at first for Texas Southern, so this is what the numbers are telling us. So right now they're at 62.5 shooting percentage, and that just shows that TSU is not settling. They're attacking gaps, finishing at the rim, and playing downhill basketball. Right now, very high efficiency, and you know, usually this means really good news for Texas Southern, especially in the first half.
No doubt about it. You take a look at it, Texas Southern shooting a scorching 62% from the field, 15 of 24, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 12 rebounds thus far in the game for your Texas Southern Tigers. Abilene Christian, not bad themselves, not shabby, 46% from the field. Only 1 of 10 from behind the arc, but they are making up for it. They're getting to the free throw line. They've already attempted 10 free throws, 8 of 10 from the free throw line.
Absolutely, and they also have 9 turnovers. However, obviously we can give or take that. You know, they're still playing aggressive basketball, and you know, with that, with aggression comes mistakes. However, as long as they clean it up, the lead can obviously grow.
No doubt about it. Getting ready to get back here to live action here from the HPNE as we get ready for some exciting second half basketball here from Houston. Abilene Christian will inbound things as Smith swings it around the perimeter. Hubbard comes to the top of the key. Backdoor cut, nice job that time, as that was a great job that time by Wright, Zy Wright. Backdoor cut, gets the easy layup. So Zy Wright, they come out of halftime. Nice little backdoor screen that time, and he was able to get to the rim, get the hoop and the harm. We'll see if he can complete the three-point play. So Rich Smith now with 3 assists in the ball game, as that three-point play the old-fashioned way is good. Tie ball game at 36. Pressure applied. Zaire Hayes gets it across half court. Bryce Roberts will trigger the offense here for the Tigers. Hayes gets it to Roberts. Roberts comes across the lane, kicks it back out to Hayes. And good defense out there being played by Wright. It looks as though they'll get Wright for the foul.
They're both a little shaken up after that play.
Yes, indeed. Good hustle that time from Zy Wright as he reached in, poked that away, and was going to beat Bryce Roberts to the ball.
Absolutely, and Bryce is definitely one of our scrappy players, as he's one of our leaders on the court as well.
So we'll keep it right here. 36-36 is your score, as we're just starting here in the second half of play. I'll tell you what, Sasha, tell me your thoughts thus far. Talk about Texas Southern, Bryce Roberts, what he's been able to do thus far, 11 points in this ball game, but he has a nice inside-outside game. He can knock down a three, he can get in the lane, he can cause a lot of trouble.
Absolutely, and when, you know, he looks pretty big from back here and he kind of blends in, but if you see him in person, he's actually a little small. Bryce, we still love you though, but he's obviously not as big as his teammates. However, he still has a big presence on the floor, and that obviously shows what he brings to this team. And like I said before, the last 4 games he's been in double digits, so that shows what he brings to the CSU team and the pest that he can be to other competitors.
You mentioned the last 4 games, 15, 14, 10, had 14 against North Carolina State, went 6 of 14 from the field, 2 of 9 from the three-point line, but it's nice offensive production here for Texas Southern, especially when you start taking a look once we turn the page and get into conference play. Bryce Roberts is definitely going to be a factor for this Texas Southern basketball team.
Absolutely, and all of his defensive stops fuel his offense as well.
So Roberts will trigger the offense, comes across half court, and drop it off with Zaire Hayes. Nice man-to-man defense. Zaire Hayes, quick first step to the rim, layup good. Zaire Hayes.
Way to be patient from Zaire. He waited on that 101, executed it, and all the way to the basket.
Quickie first step gets him to the rim for the easy bucket. 38-36, Texas Southern Tigers. Hubbard gets the handoff, working his man down low, turn around, bank shot, no good. And scrum for the basketball. They will say hell ball, and possession arrow points toward Texas Southern.
This is how you know it is pure basketball. We're seeing a lot of scrappiness, but, you know, no extra exchange after. So I'm glad to see that, you know, there's still some sportsmanlike conduct going on with our Tigers.
I'll tell you what, the guys cleaning up the court, they're getting their money's worth today as bodies have been flying throughout the course of this contest. They are making sure everything is nice and playable for both teams.
They're going to be a little sore come Christmas Day.
Yes, indeed. So on the floor for Texas Southern is Roberts, Posey, Hayes, Mortley, and Humpstead for your Texas Southern Tigers. That's Bryce Roberts for 3. Count the 3. Yes, indeed. Easy jumper for Bryce Roberts. 41-36. Hubbard looks, drops it off to Scott. Scott in a little bit of trouble. Looking for somebody to drop it off to. Hubbard gets it. Hubbard in the lane. Jumper no good. Humpstead gets the rebound and gets it off to Posey. Hayes working one-on-one. Tried to get the foul. Nothing doing. Letting them play. Smith Kicks it over there to Zyrite. Smith working, drops it off right corner three. No. Posey goes up high for the rebound. Here comes Bryce Roberts. Quick first step, back up jumper, no, off the rim. Well, I tell you, Bryce Roberts, he's quick as a whip. Smith, here for the Wildcats, gets it up to Hubbard. Hubbard backs his man down in the lane, and the softer jumper, no good. Reach in foul that time, and they'll get a Zyrite for the reach in.
Charles, Braden Hubbard here, he has to, if Abilene Christian wants to stay in this game, he has to make sure he's, continuously leading his team as he was doing in the first half. His presence is clearly needed for this team.
Braden Hubbard, as mentioned, 6'5", 235 senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Came into this contest averaging 15.4 points per game to lead the Wildcats. Young man went to Tulsa Memorial High School in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Humstead lowers the shoulder, gets to the hole, and gets the layup. Troy Humstead. 43-36. Texas Southern widens the lead. Newton gets a screen from Scott. Nice defense from Texas Southern. They jump out on that. Hubbard working in the lane, drops it off, and there'll be a foul down there in the lane.
I think Posey might have got a little caught in that switch, as Texas Southern is still doing a great job on defense.
Yes, indeed. So they'll call Dwayne Posey for that foul. Abilene Christian trying to trigger the offense. That one went off the shin of Bryce Roberts. So Hubbard will get a quick breather here as Vincent comes in. Also in the game is Horniker.
Side note, Charles, you have great eyesight. I don't know how you can see off the shin up here, because I can't see nothing.
I tell you what, we are up in the nether regions here at the HPNE. As Rich Smith, top of the key. Goes down in Horniker. Nice kick out to Newton. Newton for three. Lefty, no good. Roberts up for the rebound. Here come the Tigers. And Zaire Hayes throws that one away. Rich Smith, layup, good. Nice transition bucket for Abilene Christian. Off the turnover. 43-38.
It's going to be really important that they do not let Abilene Christian get those second chance points off the turnovers.
It's Texas Southern's 9th turnover, as Roberts not able to get the layup and compounds the problem with the foul.
We talked about being aggressive earlier, Charles, for Texas Southern. And, that aggressiveness can also turn into kind of silly fouls. So it's going to be really important that they continue to execute the plays and just play smart basketball.
No doubt about it. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them here on the college basketball tip-off here on Clutch.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
And welcome back here to the HPNE. Texas Southern on top of Abilene Christian, 43-38, 15-39 here in the second half of play. Want to welcome Wildcat Nation into the broadcast. They're tuning in to watch Abilene Christian Wildcats. Little holiday hoops here in Houston, here on the campus of Texas Southern University.
And it's almost 80 degrees. And it's almost Christmas.
Yeah, where is the cold weather? As that one was thrown off the fingertips of Sebo Newton. And that'll be another turnover there for the Wildcats. Their 8th turnover in this ballgame. So Texas Southern will take the charity and kick off the offense from Bryce Roberts as he gets across half court. Man-to-man defense here from the Wildcats. Roberts swings it out to Humstead. Humstead gets in the lane, goes up, gets the foul that time as the big man, Troy Humstead, working in the lane.
We see them kind of sharing the basketball, which we love, but it's going to be really important that, you know, those open shots, just go ahead and take them.
No doubt about it. Troy Humstead, leading scorer for Texas Southern. He comes in averaging 14 points per game as the first free throw is up and good. Young man, 6'7", 230-pounder from money earning Mount Vernon.
That's a tongue twister.
Say that one fast. So Humstead knocks down the first of a pair. 44-38 now is your score, and the second one is up, and it is good. Kick out to Newton. Newton baseline, no good, but nice job that time by Horniker, tipping that one in.
You know, we'd be really surprised that Horniker is not getting a little bit more involved here, and he's kind of playing not that many minutes right now.
Okay, Horniker did a good job backing down Humstead. Was able to get it down low and kick it out. Was able to get that tip in there for the Wildcats. Humstead working on Horniker, drops it off to Hayes. Hayes, corner three, front rim. And bodies flying again, as that looks like that'll be a foul on Zatarius Mortley. So Posey get an opportunity to get a breather. And checking into the game is Umar Corsi.
Otherwise known as numero uno.
Smith working, gets baseline, kicks it out. Three-point ball is good from Zyrite.
And these are those second chance points and turnovers that we talked about. And now Abilene Christian is heating up.
Zyrite now with 9 points in the contest. 45-43 is your score. Texas Southern on top by 2. Humstead looking, he's almost caught in the air. Get it to Morley. Morley splits a pair, gets in the lane, hanging jumper, no good. Body is on the deck again, and it looks like there'll be a foul. Foul will be on Braden Hubbard. So that'll be Hubbard's second foul here in the contest. Texas Southern will have 20 seconds on the shot clock as they get ready to inbound it. Humstead working down low,
And one.
Wow. Troy Hupstead. Again, putting that 6'7", 230-pound frame to work.
I was just going to say 6'7", 230. That that's almost LeBron. Well, LeBron's what, 285-ish?
he's a big guy.
Probably that's not too much of a good comparison, actually.
So Troy Hupstead, he's now in double digits here for Texas Southern with 11 points now. Hupstead, good game, good inside-outside game, but you see where he makes his money, down there near the rim. So Hupstead not able to complete the and one. Texas Southern up 47-43. As Lewis is in the game here for the Wildcats. He'll get it down low and get the nice layup. Nice pass that time from Cornicker. Tell you what, the Wildcats, they've been working that baseline, some backdoor cuts.
Lots of backdoor cuts and executing their plays clearly from their coach.
Oh, nice take that time for Zertarius Mortal.
Charles, this game is going to come down to the wire as, who cannot turn over the ball the most?
It is a good matchup of both teams here. Good back and forth action. Newton to Hubbard. Hubbard for three. Count the bucket. Braden Hubbard. 49-48 is Martley. Trying to set up a little two-man game here. Hupstead goes baseline, cut off baseline, and it'll go out of bounds off of Lewis. So Tylen Lewis.
Right now, Abilene Christian is starting to play pick up TSU 94 feet. In other words, full court. So that is causing a lot of disruption right now in HPE Arena.
So Sebo Newton will get a breather here for the Wildcats. And again, good defensive pressure from Abilene Christian on the inbound. So checking in now for Abilene Christian is number 24, Isaac Dye. Now Cornicker will get out. We'll go out and get a breather.
He's a freshman. Fresh feet for a freshman.
Young man from State College, Pennsylvania. Little Penn State action.
I was going to say, what's Pennsylvania home to?
The old Penn State Nittany Lions.
There you go.
Indeed.
There we go.
So Zaire Hayes gets the inbound, gets to the lane, and that was an air ball. Chased down by Hupstead, but they will say he had a foot out of bounds.
Great idea from Zaire Hayes, as that floater was a little too high.
Yes, Zaire Hayes, he can get to the rim whenever he wants to get to the rim. That time it was almost as though he lost it on the way up.
Absolutely.
So checking in now for Texas Southern's young man from Memphis, Alex Anderson. So Texas Southern will pick up pressure full court. Broken easily that time by Abilene Christian as they'll set up the offense here with Smith. Hubbard swings out to Cornicker. Cornicker to Smith. Zy Wright for three. Count the three. Ball. They got to get out there on him. Get a hand up. So Zy Wright now with 12 in the contest. And Abilene Christian, for the first time tonight, they take the lead, 51-49. Humstead looking to give it off to somebody. Nice defense from the Wildcats. Hubbard goes up, and he gets fouled.
You know, Charles, like we talked about earlier, going into the half, you know, Abilene Christian has never been down. Right now, this is their first lead, and hopefully it's not their last.
Nice little 6-0 run from Ab Chris. 51-49. Breaking the action. We'll take a break with them here on the college basketball tip-off on Clutch. We'll be right back.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
Welcome back here to the HB&E, home of Texas Southern, as it will be Brayden Hubbard, I should say, at the line here for Abilene Christian. First free throw off the front rim.
It's going to be really important that Hubbard not only stays consistent, knocks down this last free throw, but make sure that Wright, Smith, and everybody else keeps getting involved.
Brayden Hubbard knocks down the second of a pair. 52-49. Wildcats extend the lead. Texas Southern a little stagnant on offense. They've gone about 2.5 minutes without scoring here. Anderson working. That's Mortley. Mortley airballs it. Cleared out by Hubbard. Abilene Christian will get into their offense here. Smith triggers. Horniker swings out to Smith. Hubbard, top of the key, three, back rim, no good. Mortley will get the rebound. Mortley takes, gets the contact, no foul call. He'll get the layup. But Darius Mortley was looking for the hoop and the harm. The referee said, play on. 52-51, Abilene Christian on top. Horniker was setting the screen for Smith and foul on the floor.
Questionable foul there. Looked like maybe a moving screen. I don't really think that. The feet were all the way planted. Is that what they called?
Well, yeah, I think they called it a
Okay,
Horniker.
perfect.
Yes, indeed.
Great minds think alike.
So it looked like Horniker got a little tied up there. They called a foul on Cade Horniker.
I think I'm leaning on you right now, Charles, for my eyesight.
So Anderson, he'll trigger the offense here for TSU. And that one is off the fingertips of Mortley. A good defense that time on Mortley as it forced an errant pass from Anderson. Texas Southern now with 12 turnovers here in the contest. Nip and tuck, back and forth we go. Abilene Christian on top by 1. Homestead playing the pass lane, almost got that one. Hubbard will drop it off for Scott. Gets it back in the lane, kicks it out to Newton. Newton met by defense. Hubbard for 3. Count the 3-point bucket. Nice smooth stroke that time from Braden Hubbard. (55-51) Abilene Christian. Goaltending that time. I tell you what, Kersey was really working tough down there, was able to get the bucket off the goaltending. A little one-on-one action.
Very athletic move from both sides.
9:29 left here in this second half of play. Nip and tuck as we go. Like you mentioned, this is going to come down to the last few minutes here with both teams. Braden Hubbard, 17 points in this ball game here for Abilene Christian. Mortley and Roberts, the guards for TSU, both with 14. Nice take in the lane that time by Smith as he gets the hoop in the arm. So Rich Smith got in the lane and caused all sorts of havoc.
And a couple things about, you clearly see this Abilene Christian team that Coach Tanner has instilled in them is poise and patience. You see all their players, though, they were down in the beginning to start this second half. They continue to keep pushing and pushing until they finally were able to find that look that they needed. And right now, it's showing off.
So Smith completes the three-point play. Abilene Christian now up by 5, 58-53. Who does Texas Southern go to for a bucket? Working, and he tries to kick it out, and he'll get bailed out that time as they call a foul.
Luckily, and like what you just said, who does Texas Southern go to for times like this, right? So it's going to be really important that everybody should be able to be counted on.
No doubt about it, as Anderson was able to get the foul. Nobody really in foul trouble. Kersey has 4 off the bench here for Texas Southern. Umar Kersey. They'll give it out to Anderson. Anderson working one-on-one up against Hubbard. Gets in the lane, spin, nothing doing. Kersey, spinner off the glass, and he gets fouled. Nice athletic move that time from Kersey.
Try to put Abilene Christian in a washer machine. Spin cycle.
Yes, indeed.
Is that what they call it?
Omar Kersey with a little whirly dervish down there on the baseline. Able to pick up the foul as he goes to the line here for 2. And that one rims off.
Kind of a decent turnout here at H&PE Arena as it's Christmas break. A lot of people are out of town, but yet they were still here able to show up and support your Tigers.
Kersey, 6'11", 220. Young man from Harlem, New York, as the second one goes in. 58-54 now as Texas Southern applies pressure here in the backcourt. And that that time, Rich Smith called for luggage in his hand, a little traveling.
He packed his bags on that one. And our viewers, make sure you continue to share, subscribe, and send that link over to friends, families, and keep on watching with us.
So Texas Southern able to force a turnover. As Bryce Roberts triggers the offense here for the Tigers. A two-man game with Kersey. Now here comes Humstead setting the screen. Roberts working, kicks it out to Kersey. Kersey gets in the lane, gets the contact, gets the foul. Aggressive move that time from Umar Kersey.
Big move, well needed from the big man. His presence was definitely missed, and it's needed right now with 8 minutes and 9 seconds left here.
So they'll call that foul on Joseph Scott. That'll be his third in the contest. Kersey, aggressive, getting to the lane. Free throw is up and in.
Charles, Troy Hupstead's a little quiet right now in this second half. He's definitely going to have to make his presence known a little bit more here in order for this Tiger team to be successful.
I tell you what, he is a load down there for Texas Southern. 11 points in this contest as the second free throw rims out. 3-point lead here for the Wildcats. And again, Texas Southern applying a little pressure.
They missed the travel there.
As Hubbard gets in the lane, and they'll call blocking. A blocking foul on Troy Humstead. Coach Johnny Jones not happy about that call. He thought his man was there.
Yeah, definitely a questionable call on that one.
So we'll take a timeout. Timeout on the floor. 58-55 is your score. We'll be back here on the college basketball tip-off on Clutch.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. For North America.
And welcome back here to the HB&E. 58-55 is your score. Abilene Christian on top is Braden Hubbard at the free throw line here for the Wildcats.
We're approaching the end of the game, and for our viewers watching and listening, tell us, what is our post-game meal? For me, it is Whataburger sometimes. I don't know, it depends on my mood. Both teams are from Texas, so for our viewers listening, drop in the comments, what is our go-to meal?
So 59-55, Wildcats on top of the Tigers. Bryce Roberts looking to get around the corner, gets in the lane, lefty, no good. Mortley gets the deflection, no good. Up high is Anderson. Anderson goes up top and gets the foul. Alex Anderson working hard.
Definitely a big move. Big time points well needed.
Alex Anderson. One up high for the rebound. Played tough in the trees. Got the hoop in the arm.
One of our unclutch members said barbecue chicken. Indeed it was.
Alex Anderson, 6'6", 200-pounder, knocks down the three-point play. Young man, a transfer from Incarnate Word as Texas Southern picks up the defense. Hubbard gets it and clears it out to Smith. Sebo Newton drops it down on the post. Nice turnaround move by Zy Wright. Zy Wright gets the foul. So Bryce Roberts picks up the foul as Zy Wright had the little man on him. That's one of those plays where you say, mouse in the house, give me the ball. So Zy Wright.
And you know, like we talked about earlier, Charles, December is Coach Johnny Jones' month, and especially Texas Southern's month. It's really important that this is where they find their chemistry and their voice for the start of the season.
No doubt about it. As we are upon what they say, the second season, if you will, which is conference play. So 61-58 is your score. A lot of great basketball in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Tell you what, those Grambling Tigers, they are looking really good. Great showing in the Chris Paul Classic.
Absolutely, as well as Southern, Jackson State, really a lot of big contenders. And not only so we're going to slide in there, not only just for men's basketball, but for the women's as well. We're looking at the Southern Tigers. Coach Carlos Funches has a great team on his hands where they took down two big competitors, and we're a little excited for SWAC basketball.
Yeah, Southern Jaguars, they've done the Lady Jaguars, they've done a tremendous job. Like you said, they've taken down a couple of Power 4 teams thus far. Carlos Funches, you know, they're coming off of that SWAC championship last year. Great showing in the tournament. But I tell you what, they are another formidable team. I'm looking forward to the season when we get to conference play.
Absolutely, and I had the chance to actually interview Coach Carlos briefly at the HBCU All-Star Game in San Antonio last year, and he was so proud of his players, their fight against UCLA. Though they started really strong and ended up not letting it go the way that they wanted to, they still fought down to the wire no matter what the score was, and that not only shows a lot about their team, but for SWAC basketball as well, it shows a lot about SWAC's culture and character.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, you play these out-of-conference games. It sort of prepares you for getting ready for the physicality of the conference. And I tell you what, I'm looking forward to it. We'll keep it right here, 61-58. We'll take a look at some news and notes from around the Southwestern Athletic Conference. SWAC Women's Basketball Weekly Awards goes out to Texas Southern's own Deja Holmes, Grambler's Shania Nunn, and Alabama A&M's Rakia Beal for this week's SWAC Women's Basketball Weekly Awards. Deja Holmes shined for the Lady Tigers as she led her team with 17 points in 2 non-conference outings. Shania Nunn, key contributor for Grambling. She averaged 12 points per game and 7 rebounds during their 3 non-conference outings. And, of course, the newcomer Rakia Beal from Alabama A&M. She tied a career high with 12 points in Alabama A&M's game versus Minnesota. She played just over 34 minutes, went 5 of 11 shooting with a pair of three-pointers. So, SWAC Women's Basketball, those are your weekly awards.
Great stats there, Charles.
Of course, well, we have this break in the action. Take a look at the men. As Kentavious Dozier from Alabama A&M, Sammy Pieces from Alabama A&M, and Corinne Davis. Alabama A&M, they swept the men's weekly awards this past week. As we take a look at what Dozier did, he had a perfect week. He averaged 17.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 2 steals in victories over Arkansas Baptist and North Alabama. He scored 17 of a game out, 24 points in the second half as the Bulldogs defeated the North Alabama Lions 68-60. Pieces from Alabama A&M. He had 14 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 3 assists, shooting 50% from the field in their victory over Arkansas Baptist and Northern Alabama. And the newcomer of the week in the SWAC was Corinne Davis. He averaged 17 points and 5 rebounds in Alabama A&M's big wins over Arkansas Baptist and North Alabama. All these teams are gearing up for SWAC play. I tell you what, it's going to be a fun first week once we turn the calendar, if you will. As that first week of SWAC play, January 3rd, some great action around the SWAC, as it will be Prairie View on the road at Grambling, Alcorn on the road at Jackson State, Florida A&M, and Bethune-Cookman. That game will be on HBCU Go. Texas Southern and Southern kick things off in Baton Rouge. Alabama State will be on the road at Mississippi Valley State. And Alabama A&M will be on the road at Arkansas Pine Bluff. Tigers get the inbound play in. Mortley fading away out of bounds. Jumper no good. Rebound goes to Newton. So tough play. Zatarius Mortley coming around the screen, fading out of bounds, not able to knock down that jumper. Hubbard looking down low to Horniker. And that one was stolen away that time from Benzant. Anderson, he will be fouled by Rich Smith, as it was Anderson. One-on-one fast break.
So that foul by Smith was definitely not in Abilene Christian's favor right now, as though they have the lead, that challenge was very crucial to now the momentum of the game for them, right? So now they are out of timeouts with 6 minutes and 23 seconds left to go here, and they might see a slight change in the game.
Well, Alex Anderson knocks down the first of a pair as Dwayne Posey checks in here for Kersey. And Anderson knocks down both. So 61-60. 6:18 here in the second half of play. Smith gets the screen and gets to the rim. Nice play, Rich Smith for the Wildcats.
Smith has been stepping up all night long with his athleticism.
I'll tell you what, he got the screen that time, got in the lane, and floated to the rim. Nice layup from Rich Smith. Smith 11 in the contest. Humpstead kicks it back out to Anderson. Anderson met with defense. That one goes off the fingertips of Roberts. Newton. Woo! Newton gets fouled at the rim from Zatarius Mortley. Mortley says, no, sir, can't give you a freebie.
That was definitely a great block, attempted blocked. And that was a foul that I definitely would have let my players take in as a coach as well.
Yes, that's a hustle foul that time from Zatarius Mortley, as he was able to get back on defense and prevent the easy jam from Newton. So first free throw is up and in. Zatarius Mortley, that's only his first foul. Nobody really in foul trouble. Scott has 4 for the Wildcats. Kersey has 4 for the Texas Southern Tigers.
Both teams are now in the bonus, so the way that this game is going, it's super duper intense. It might just come down to free throws.
And keep in mind, you mentioned that Abilene Christian does not have a timeout left to go for the final 5:37 of this ball game. (65-60) Wildcats on top of the Tigers. Mortley in the lane, and that one's knocked away from his hands. Texas Southern able to retrieve it. Humpstead to Roberts, picked up out there by Hubbard. Roberts working on the big man. Crossover. Ooh, give me Allen Iverson vibes.
Absolutely. Beautiful execution. Speechless.
65-62. Wildcats on top of the Tigers. Three-pointer, no good. Front rims at that time from right. Here come the Tigers. Mortley on the attack, gets in the lane. Stutter step, layup, no good. So 1-on-3 break that time from Zatarius Mortley to no avail. And the Wildcats, they'll take a little air out of the ball. Rich Smith picked up out there by Humpstead. Humpstead, good defense. I'll tell you what, Texas Southern extending the D. Almost caused a turnover.
Charles, this is going to come down to textbook basketball. It's going to be, we see a lot of screens being set, but one thing about the screen, obviously you have to roll. So we have to make sure that, you know, once you get that space and opportunity to continue and take advantage of it.
Great defense from Roberts as he was able to block that easy layup, and nice hustle from Wright. Oh my goodness. Wright diving on the floor was able to knock that off a TSU Tiger, and the Wildcats keep the possession.
And we see Bryce Roberts trying to keep his teammate Zaiteri, under control as he wants to make sure that they continue to stay focused.
So 4:16 left to go in this contest as checking in now for Texas Southern is Zaire Hayes. They're going to need Hayes scoring down the stretch. He's averaging 10 coming into this contest. Has 6 on the night. Posey steps out. Smith working on Roberts, gets the screen from Cornicker. They toss it down low to the big man. Big man gets the hoop and gets the horn.
And he is pumped, and I feel like that's something that Cornicker definitely has been waiting for all night to capitalize on moments and opportunities like this.
Timeout on the court. Abilene Christian up by 5, 67-62. We'll be back here on the college basketball tip-off here on Clutch.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up.
And welcome back here to the HB&E. Cade Horniker, the 7-footer, 250-pounder from Amarillo, Texas, at the free throw line here for the Wildcats. Free throw is up, and it rolls in. So now, Abilene Christian, they extend their lead 68-62. What do the Texas Southern Tigers do down the stretch here over this next 3:45 here in this contest? Can they close things out?
Kind of like what we just talked about, Charles, offline. It's going to be really important that they make sure that they finish. The last game at Sam Houston State here at home, they were not able to finish, though they had the lead. So times like this is when they have to push and finish.
So Abilene Christian will set the offense here. Rich Smith will take a little air out. Shot clock under 10. 5, 4, 3. Kicks it out to Newton for 3. Rainbow 3, no good. Posey clears it. Roberts outlets to Humstead. Nice job looking up court from Roberts.
It's going to be really important that Roberts, not only does he continue to stay involved, but making sure that his teammates, everybody's touching the ball in some type of capacity, as everybody is a great contributor to this offense.
Bryce Roberts did a good job getting his head up court, found Troy Humstead behind the defense. Humstead able to get the foul. It'll be Troy Humstead here at the free throw line. And the first one is up and good. Troy Humstead on the season, he's shooting 63% from the charity stripe.
For our subscribers and listeners out there and viewers, make sure that you are subscribing, sharing, and sending that link to everyone that you know, and keep racking up those views.
Second free throw, no good. Texas Southern applying pressure. They'll get it to Horniker. Horniker will kick it back out. Mortley playing the passing lane. Mortley goes up, drops it off for the dunk. Nice job that time.
These are moments that the Tigers have to continue to capitalize on.
So Currency with the slam jam. Tigers trapping, broken. Foul that time as Zaire Hayes hits Hubbard on the wrist. So we mentioned it, no timeouts left here for Abilene Christian. You know that this Texas Southern defense is probably going to ramp up the defensive pressure going down the stretch.
Absolutely. I would assume that they probably would go into possibly some type of man or even a half-court defense to probably stop them getting that ball from across the court to make sure that they're able to capitalize on every possession.
So Hubbard knocks down the first of a pair. Braden Hubbard. 18 points, make that 19 points in this contest. Came in averaging 15. He's bested it by 4. So 70-65 is your score. 2:23 in this contest. Roberts working on Lewis. He'll pull it back out.
He said, give him to me one-on-one. Oh.
Turnaround jumper, front rims it. A little stagnant offense. Bryce Roberts taking things into his own hands. He'll pressure Lewis. Almost picks up the foul that time. Wildcats working around the perimeter. Horniker sets the screen for Lewis. Kicks it over to Hubbard. Hubbard looks low, drives, loses it. Nice defense that time from Corsi. Here come the Tigers. Darius Martley picked up out there by Hubbard, and he'll reset the offense. Three-pointer, back rim, no good.
You know, these are the smart shots that we're talking about. It's still plenty of time to be able to run your play and execute it.
So Lewis brings it up here for the Wildcats. Hubbard picked up by Humstead. 1 minute left to go in this contest, and Hubbard drops the jumper. Nice take that time from Hubbard.
Let's see, can they do it, Charles? Under a minute left to go.
Braden Hubbard, 20 points in this contest. Morley takes it to the rim, lays it up and good. Timeout, Texas Southern. So we'll keep it right here, 72-67, 48.5 seconds left to go in this contest.
And Zyterius looks like he's limping just a little bit, and we really need him to pull through the last 48.5 seconds. Down by 5. Charles, tell me, what do you think is going to be the key for this Texas Southern team right now?
They're going to have to try to create a turnover. We've been watching them, with some defensive pressure here in the backcourt, picking up the pressure full court. They're going to try to create a turnover here. Like I said, if you can get them trapped, there are no timeouts. You can get you an easy turnover. So I think you got to get some fresh legs out there.
Absolutely.
To kind of get things going here for Texas Southern. 72-67. We take a look at some superlatives here in this game thus far. Braden Hubbard, tremendous game for the Abilene Christian Wildcats. 22 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line, but he's done his work at the free throw line, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. And go ahead, add 6 rebounds for Braden Hubbard.
So let's include Rich Smith in that conversation, as well as Cade Hornecker, as they've definitely been great attributes to this Abilene Christian team, as they've been setting the tone, making sure that everybody is getting involved here.
You mentioned it, Rich Smith, 13 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds if you're checking for him as well. Been stat stuffing tonight. Cy Wright off the bench, 14 points, 3 of 5 from behind the arc.
And Alex Anderson is going to take Zyterius' place here in the last 48.5 seconds.
So we mentioned getting some fresh legs out there. Abilene Christian does a great job of breaking that pressure. This Texas Southern foul right here, 40 seconds and counting. Alex Anderson will pick up Smith near half court. Good man-to-man defense, and 5-second violation that time on Smith. Nice defense from Texas Southern.
Great defense by Alex Anderson. He's always been a big leader as far as the defensive area. And let's see if he'll make an even bigger impact here in the last 33 seconds.
So Scott and Vincent here will check in here for the Wildcats. 30 seconds left to go on this one. Anderson working, gets in the lane. Euro step, and not able to get the layup, but he will get the foul on Newton. Good aggressive move that time from the Memphis native, Alex Anderson.
Charles, 25.5 seconds left here. What do they do? Talk to us.
Well, I think they're doing a good job of playing some good, hard man-to-man defense. But, again, we're going to see them put some pressure on them back here in the backcourt and see can they force a turnover. Got to knock these free throws down. And the first one is up and no good. Alex Anderson on the season, 65% from the free throw line. Gotta knock down your free throws for Texas Southern. Second one is up. And that one gets across, 72-68. Pressure applied in the backcourt.
Here we go.
And reach-in foul called on Alex Anderson, much to his chagrin. He did not like that one.
Now they're only 4 points down.
So Newton, Sibo Newton will go to the line. Newton, 90% free throw shooter on the season.
That word, the number 90 didn't really help us out too much, Charles, did it?
Oh, man. Sibo Newton, he's a Ruston, Louisiana native. 6'3", 190-pounder, and those were butter from the free throw line. 74-68, 20 seconds left to go, 20.4 seconds left to go in this one. It's now or nothing here for Texas Southern. Zaire Hayes on the move, stop, pop, three. In and out off the rim, they fight for it, cleared by Newton. And check that Rich Smith up under there. And that could spell doom for the Texas Southern Tigers.
Absolutely, and you know, though it obviously is most likely not going to end well here for the Tigers, as he has some last licks coming in on the floor. You know, that just still shows a lot about the Texas Southern team here. You know, they don't give up, even though, you know, they may kind of need to work on a little bit of their turnovers. At least they have heart. That's all I can say right now.
75-68. As it's Rich Smith here from the free throw line. Second one rims off. Under 10 seconds now for Texas Southern. Bryce Roberts trying to get one off. That one is off the rim. And that will do it. The Abilene Christian Wildcats come into the HP&E, and they are able to get a W on the ledger.
So now Abilene Christian is 2-0 against this Texas Southern team as they hold the title for who's the best right now.
We take a look at some superlatives for Abilene Christian, the Division Abilene Christian Wildcats. Brayden Hubbard, 22 points. Smith, 14 points. Zyrite also had 14 points for the Wildcats. Horniker chipped in 7, 3 rebounds. Smith had 5 rebounds. Hubbard had 6. We take a look at the Texas Southern Tigers. Mortley and Roberts paced the team with 16 tonight. Troy Humpstead, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Anderson and Currency off the bench with 8 apiece for the Texas Southern Tigers.
I feel like at the end of the day, Charles, it just came down to who wanted it more and who can make sure they don't turn the ball over, because Abilene Christian definitely capitalized off of all of Texas Southern's turnovers. And so we obviously see the result here for tonight's game.
No doubt about it. Well, tough loss for the Texas Southern Tigers as they now go to 1-9 on the season. Still getting one more opportunity before conference play, as we will be back here in the HP&E on December 30th, as Texas Southern will take on Houston Tillotson, team out of Austin. And that game will be at 6:30 on December 30th, Tuesday. A little New Year's Eve basketball, if you will. Your final thoughts?
Final thoughts, obviously, as a fellow Tiger myself, we're going to always be proud of this team, of Coach Jones and his coaching staff, as they continue to put in countless hours and get better every single year. And with this being Coach Johnny Jones' 7th season here with the Tigers, it's only going to get better from here.
Check back in with us on December 29th, as it will be the Texas Southern women's basketball team in action against the College of Biblical Studies. That is a December 29th tip-off. That game will be here at the HP&E at 2 p.m. So you got a game of women, December 29th, and the men on December 30th. Tell you what, for Charles Bishop, Shay Flynn, it has been great here on the college basketball tip-off here on Clutch. Until next time, everybody, good night.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all On Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
At Texas Southern University, we're more than a campus. We're a community driven by purpose and excellence. Here, teamwork and student success are at the heart of everything we do. We are proud to be an independent urban university committed to innovation, diversity, and progress. At TSU, excellence meets opportunity. From Third Ward to the world, we are TSU proud.
From the court to the crowd, it's a showdown. Houston, he can't slow down. College ball where the dreams get loud. Rise up, make the city proud. Fast breaks, high stakes, crowd going crazy. Buckets on buckets, game looking wavy. From North American to the Bayou side, we hooping hard. H-Town pride. College basketball tip-off. College basketball tip-off. Inspired, coaches on edge, players locked in. This the city where legends begin. Crossover jumper, buzzer beater fade. When it's clutch time, we elevate. From the bench to the floor, everybody feel the score. This the moment we've been waiting for.